So what's good, y'all? So let me ask you this question, right? Because I get a lot of people in my community, they get upset when survivors bring certain map offerings because they know there's an advantage. Are killers really upset when survivors bring map offerings? And the question would be: are survivors upset at killers for when they bring map offerings? I'ma say it's there for the taking, it's there for people to use, but I do think that when I bring a map offering, in fact, I know when I bring a map offering, it's over. I don't care what killer you got. I don't care how many hours you got. If you understand Dead by Daylight, you understand the advantage of map offerings. But it's not like I know what killer I'm going against, right? For example, killers that may be slow like a trapper. The best thing Trapper could probably try to do is trap the house as much as he can. But for the most part, I'm not gonna say that he is like the best killer to keep up at these windows. But if you have a fast killer, like let's say maybe a Wesker, which even then I went up against Wesker so many times in this map, and just running a house was just too easy against him. But he does have his, his power to, in his hitbox to zoom towards you and try to catch you. But the thing about this house, right, is that it's so strong that it's almost just unfair. And I'm a survivor, man, have close to 6K hours. It's so unfair, dude. It's like, dude, I can go to the game. You know what I'm gonna bring? First off, if you bring map offerings, anybody knows who bring map offerings, especially survivors, we always bring, a build. Like if you go to Dead Dog Saloon, to bring Balanced Landing, that one perk by Kate, it's a horse. I forgot what it's called. But I'm gonna show you guys obviously when I edit this. Where obviously it's hard for the killer to hook you when you drop down and stuff like that. When I bring this map, I bring life, I bring vigil so I can get my life back. And I'm usually not on gens a lot because I try to distract the killer as much as possible. But also keep in mind, I'm always trying to break the 3 gens because I feel like that's the survivor's biggest problem, is not understanding that you need to break the 3 gens. And clearly it's a 3 gen around his house. You see a gen that's outside, on the porch. You see the gen that's at the house. So I was kind of hanging out around that area, but looping around that is just too easy. Also, keep in mind, if you look at the item that I brought a key with, Blood Amber, which is that purple add-on, and also the beads, the prayer beads, which is the yellow add-on. So I'm always able to see exactly where she is. But the thing about, the spirit is obviously it's really hard sometimes because she can phase. So you're not going to always be able to see her, move around with her phasing, right? So yeah, I do feel like a snake when I bring it. But keep in mind this, dude. DBD, sometimes it just gets boring playing solo queue, and sometimes I just need a win. But that's the thing about this game, right? That's the RNG factor of this game, is that I don't have fun playing when I feel like I have to bring a map offering just to have an advantage. Like, am I wrong? Do like when you guys, if you were a killer, right? Please answer this in the comments. Do you feel like you bring a map offering because you just want to have fun? Like, let's say you're Myers, right? And you just want to like jump out and sneak up on people if you're like at Leary's or something like that, right? Or if you're at that school, where you can, hide behind walls and you can see us and stuff like that. Like, are you just doing that just to have fun? I feel like when the killer does that, they just want to have fun and just jump out. Maybe if they're like Ghostface, it could be like really creepy and sneaky and stuff like that. I think that's fun. Me, when I bring map offerings, I don't do it to have fun, bro. I do it to drop you off in chase. Now, don't get me wrong. I can go to any map. Like, I want survivors to realize this, right? You can go to any map and still try to do the best you can in chase by just understanding angles, understanding, hugging your loops tightly, understanding looking behind you, mind gaming. If you have a lot of hours into the game and you play against killers, or if you played as killers, you understand what their abilities are and stuff like that. That's cool, that's different. But you also understand that there's limitations in this game that like a Huntress. The Huntress is not a fast killer, right? But the thing they got going for the Huntress is her hitbox and her hatchet that she can hit from pretty much anywhere. But she's not a fast killer. So that's why a killer like that is kind of hard to bring 3 gens. It's kind of hard to keep up in a strong house like that. But keep in mind this, right? I just want to say something too. This house isn't like, it's not an infinite. Why? I'm gonna explain why it's not an infinite. Because I have killers saying it's somewhat like an infinite. It's not an infinite, dude. Why? For 2 reasons. Bloodlust and windows being boarded up, or what am I looking for? What the hell am I looking for? What is it called? Blocked. That's what I meant to say. I do apologize, right? Windows being blocked, right? So it can't be an infinite if Windows can be blocked, and it can't be an infinite if killers can catch up with Bloodlust. And they buffed y'all Bloodlust after 6.1.0 patch. So you guys are not only catching up, like the point of Bloodlust in the game was to stop these infinites from happening from back in the day. So that's why they added Bloodlust. You know, for those who are new to the game, Bloodlust was not always in DBD, but they eventually added it to help people, you know, again, like the Shack, having it with Windows, all of that stuff. So now they gave killers that any, you know, block the windows from it happening all day. So yeah, if a killer wants to chase me all day, they will eventually catch me, but they likely will waste their time and they will lose the game. Just like the Spirit here, she tried to chase other people and she did, but she was mostly trying to catch me, and she barely could catch me. She didn't catch me at all, actually. And the gens were done. So yeah, please let me know what you guys think. Is it a snakish? Is it a scumbag move? Or do you think you just want to have fun? I think it's both. I think that you know what you're doing when you bring in killer to a certain map, and especially you in like a Swift and you just know everybody's running the same build. But let me just say this too before I end this video. You know, I'm kind of going through some things in my life right now that just happened, and it may not be a lot of uploads, you know, consistently, but I will try to do my best to keep you guys in the loop. And I will never stop trying to give content no matter where I'm at. I'm gonna do what I can because I love my channel, I love my community, and you know, sometimes in life things happen, but you just never give up. It only stops when you give up. So that's just what I wanted to relay to you guys. I love everyone who's supporting me, and even those who are just lurkers. But hey, have a blessed day, stay safe, and peace.